Alright, we gotta get this thing on. I'm struggling right now. Let's turn this off. Alright, what's up party people? I'm Shmoe, welcome to the channel. I need to find out where to set you guys up, where the lighting doesn't suck, and you can see what I'm doing. And yeah, let's get to it. Alright, let's see, can you see me? This should work for now. I think the lighting kind of sucks this way, but fuck it, whatever. I'm Shmoe, like I said, welcome to the channel. We gotta move some shit out of the way. And so I got everything set up in the garage now. So before, if you check back in my previous videos, we've gone from apartment studio to room to next room, and now we are outside in the garage. So actually, I have you set up. Damn, I just set everything up, then I gotta move. Fuck it, whatever. All right, whoa. Let's see if we can get a shot, all right? So we got my sweet motorcycle right there. This is the eucalyptical. I don't use that thing. We got all my snake racks in here. Let's hold this up more. Okay, snake rack, snake rack, snake rack. Damn, I gotta adjust this thing. Fuck it. All right, we got the squat bar behind here, the squat rack. Maybe I can just put it, I wonder if you guys can see this way. Yeah, see? Now you can see. Squat rack, okay? This stuff. Bam, so this is like the gym slash snake room in the third car garage. Let's turn this. All right, that should work. So yeah, we're in the garage right now and the temperature's dropping. For those that don't know, I used to live in California. I moved all the way across the country and now we are on the East Coast, okay? I guess they call it down south, but we're on the East Coast, okay? We're on the east side and we moved all the way to North Carolina. And that's where we stay now, so we're setting everything up, but the temperature's dropping. A lot different than California, okay? So we're having a real winter, starting to get down, and it is getting a little bit chilly in the garage for the snakes. Getting a little bit chilly for the snakes, so I got a longer heat cord that I'm going to set up in this rack, okay? It has a 100-foot one, and then I have a longer one. That came with the 11 high, okay? I got some racks in storage, I got some cages down in storage, so I don't have everything set up right here. And I guess I should probably start moving while I'm talking to you guys. Before I pull everything out, okay? Back and forth, okay? I suck at this stuff, so sorry, you gotta bear with me. We're gonna pull the snakes out of this rack here, and then we're gonna move them. We're gonna pull the tubs out, we're gonna reset the heat cord, and then we got to put the snakes back in. So I'll show you some of the snakes that we're pulling out. I'm not gonna show you guys everything. So we're gonna show you just a little bit of stuff, that way you guys can see some of the stuff we're working with. Basically, like I was saying, I got racks in storage, cages in storage. I sold a lot of stuff, and I get a lot of questions of, oh, why'd you get rid of all your cages? Dude, put your snakes back in cages, they need this, they need that. Okay, when you move all of your shit from a house all the way across the country in a 5x8 trailer in a pickup truck and you fucking drive it yourself, then you can tell me how many cages you brought and all this stuff, okay? When it comes down to it, I have enough snakes to go in the racks that I have. I got plenty of space, so you might as well keep them in the racks until we get back on our feet, and then you go from there. You don't gotta bring all of your cages for some baby snake just to make them feel better. Think smart. Well shit, we can just flip the whole thing right here, that way. Let's see if this works. So I guess we can just move some snakes into some bins that we're not using. All right, let's see what we got here, okay? This is my Texas Indigo, okay? This is Billie Jean. She is a Texas Indigo from Black Pearl Reptiles. I've had her for a couple years. I bought originally a pair, had a male and a female, and I was going to breed them. I bought them together. And unfortunately the male did not make it on the way over here. So I'm not sure what happened. I want to say stress, but it was random. They were doing good, they're both doing good, and then I know, he just croaked on the way over here. So I'm not sure what it was, but we still have her, she's going strong. And someday we're gonna have to find her a male. So Billie Jean is good, Billy Idol did not make it. I was soaking these snakes, so I'm just gonna empty out the water just so I can put them into there, you know what I'm saying? Voila. Bam. Alright, what else can I show you guys? So dark in there. There you go, a little bit more light. Alright, let's pull her up. Halimau. Blacktail Crebo. She is very clean looking, solid blacktail. And got her from my boy Mondo. And believe they are Jam reptiles, J-A-M reptiles. Super cool fucking snakes. If you don't have a Crebo, go get yourself one. These things are blowing up now, okay? I was getting into them, you know, a few years ago, getting into them pretty hot. Started getting a big collection of them and sold a bunch off. And now they are fucking popping, okay? The prices have gone up for sure. Maybe not with the big breeders, but you know, selling them secondhand and all that, the prices are definitely going up. Even for the wild caught ones, people are pricing them like captive bred. Fucking tripping. If they're not medicated and all that stuff, don't buy the wild caught ones. People are pricing them way too high, honestly. And even the long-term captives, people are calling them long-term from being just a couple months in captivity. You know, you could have luck with them, but don't waste your money, honestly. Be patient, save up your money, get a nice captive bred one. That way you can depend on it. And even sometimes you get captive bred ones, the babies, and they don't, if you get them fresh as a baby, depending on who you get it from, they may not be eating, okay? And if they're not eating, you gotta force feed them. And that's another thing in its own, you know what I mean? But this is how I learned to force feed. I learned to force feed with, not this one, but with a blacktail Crebo. I actually sold her, and she's doing fucking great. So, yeah, shout out to the people that have bought snakes from me. A lot of them I do keep in touch with, but just like a little bit of the randoms that maybe find me on Instagram, find me on YouTube, however they find me, Morph Market, whatever. When you hit me up, showing me pictures of snakes that you bought from me, showing how good they're doing, and I am actually pretty attached to some of these snakes, and even though you just get rid of them, keep them moving like that, it's not exactly like a pet, like a dog or anything, but especially ones that I raised up a lot of snakes and sold them off, so when I see them nice, big, and chunky as adults, it's pretty cool to see. So this is Halimau. She is my female blacktail Crebo, and I will be breeding her when she's ready. I get a lot of questions, when you breeding, when you breeding, when you breeding? I don't have anything right now that is old enough and big enough to breed. Okay? I'm not forcing it, I'm not force feeding them, they're growing very slow. If you guys have been with me, I mean, you can see the progression on these snakes. I'm not raising them very quick. So, you know, I'm just letting them grow, do their thing. None of them have a bunch of chunky fat on them. You can't see the, you know, they're not underfed, so you can't see the backbone just fucking railing through them, but you know, I feel like they're pretty healthy, especially for how I'm keeping them. I'm keeping them in racks so they don't have stuff to climb in or climb on and all that stuff. So all the exercise that they do get is me pretty much cleaning and handling them. And yeah, that's basically it, unless they're cruising around the cage. But you know, they're lean, mean fighting machines. They have a mixed, varied diet. I feed them a lot of, well, you know, they get mice, rats, a lot of chicks, a lot of like raw chicken, chicken gizzards, chicken hearts, raw fish, all different kinds of fish. You know, if you got an Asian market near you, then you can feed them fucking anything. They got all kinds of fancy shit there, so feed them that. The big ones, I used to feed chicken drumsticks. You know, I had a lot of bigger Crebos and stuff before, and I sold those off just to help with the move. I had to narrow some stuff down, and yeah, that's pretty much where we're at right now, okay? So that's Halimau Blacktail Crebo, and I will show you guys one more snake, and then I'm just gonna pull them out, finish this little rack. I'll show you guys kind of the heat cord. I gotta set this heat cord up. This one, bam. You gotta set that up. This one, oh, that's the same heat cord. Fucking stupid. I thought I had a longer one, but they're the same. So, it's looking like I'm probably just gonna set up 2 heat cords with this rack instead of one longer one, because I want more heat to get on the bottom of the cages. These vision cages, if you can see, damn, I don't wanna pull you guys off again. Fuck it, I'll do it, I don't care. If you see the difference with these racks, right? These are just solid, okay? There's no holes or anything, no ventilation. These ones up here, all this ventilation right here is all throughout the rack, and it goes front to back, okay? So that leaves, and the heating is just a heat cord, so let's put it out, right? If you can see back there, the heating is just a little heat cord spot right there. You just wiggle it around there, snap it into place, and run it through the whole rack. Super simple. Sometimes this little fucking tripod is a pain in the ass. It's one of those, it doesn't matter. It's not a stationary one. The legs wiggle and bend and move whichever way you want it, and sometimes you just can't get the thing to point straight or up or stand up, and you guys are crooked right now. Fuck it, I don't even care, dude. Just a little bit. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna be running just this heat cord, so 2 heat cords on it, and we're gonna hope that helps, okay? But yeah, it's getting a little chilly in the garage, so the hot spots, I turned the temperatures up, but the ambient temperature in here is pretty fucking freezing. So we just wanna get more heat on them. I wanna try and get more heat versus in one spot. I'll just spread it out along the cage more if we can. Simba. Alright, so this is Simba. And Simba is my other black-tailed Crebo. I kept just one pair. And I'm spilling fucking water everywhere. So yeah, I kept just one breeder pair of black-tailed Crebos. Okay, so these are my these are my 2 shining stars, okay? Super clean looking, super clean line, and super clean solid black tail. Also, 100% het for Xanthic, okay? And honestly, when I paid for him, I paid for the 100% het Xanthic. But I just wanted the black-tailed Crebo. I didn't even care. So I paid damn near double the price just for a male black-tail to raise up. And you know, at that time, I just wanted the snake. So that's how you get after it, and that's how you get stuff that sometimes other people don't get because you just cough up the money, or you're just willing to throw it down so you can have the snake in the long run, okay? So all that money you put towards it, we're gonna try and breed them, get our money back, and just put it right back into the stuff. I just did a Rodent Pro order today with some mice and rats. And that's it, just mice and rats, okay? So we got a couple hundred pieces coming, couple $100 worth of rodents. To feed to our snakes, okay? So, he's growing nice and slow. And that is my male black-tailed Crebo. Everybody say goodbye to Simba. So we got him in the bin. Says venomous. That black-tailed Crebo is not venomous though. So remember what you're working with when you put the snake into the bucket. Alright, so we got the heat cord running along the back, right? Now I'm gonna pull this heat cord and run 2 of them. Somehow, it's kind of weird because they're the same lengths. Damn, I gotta set this up again. Fuck, stupid. Fuck, this is stupid. That's not gonna work. Fuck it. So, step 1, untangle this mess. Alright, while I'm untangling this, make sure you guys hit subscribe. Hit the subscribe button so you can see all the stuff I'm posting. All the stuff like I post all the time. I'm gonna try and get back to it. Honestly, there's been a lot of shit going on. No excuses, but like, go check my Instagram. Fuck, we had a baby. We moved across the country. We did this. We had to get jobs. We had to do this. I get a lot of questions. Dude, what are you doing? How do you just move across the country? What are you gonna do for work? I'm gonna get a fucking job. What do you mean? Just like you're supposed to. How do you guys get money? Well, you don't all have to answer. But like, people are so lost. What do you mean? What are you doing? I'm going to work, duh. And then trying to get money elsewhere as well. And save it up. Alright, so we got this stuff untangled. And then we have to run it through the rack. So, I'm gonna turn you guys off real quick. I'm gonna run the heat cord and then I'll show you guys what we're looking like, okay? I was gonna pull the camera out and show you once I finished, but I just pushed it back in, plugged it back in, and it's just a heat cord. It looks just like how the other one was, but I just put a second one to it. So now there's 2, both into the thermostat. I'm gonna get the water back in there. Alright, last one. Okay. heat cores ran, and we are going to be checking the temperatures once everything's plugged up, but everything got to catch up, heat back up, and yeah, go from there. Okay, so I got Rodent Pro order coming. Go subscribe if you haven't already. Go follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. Everybody say bye to Simba. So if you're new to the channel, whoa, I'm no expert. I'm learning by experience, okay? I don't take the scientific approach. I don't take the read by Google approach, and I don't take the your fucking opinion approach. I actually learn by doing it. Sometimes some things work, sometimes some things don't. The best way to figure out if an experiment works is fucking try it yourself, okay? Some things work for other people, some things work for me, some things work for you. Everybody's different, okay? Every situation is different. Do what works for you. Not everything you read online, on Google, or that you see on fucking Instagram is correct, okay? Try things yourself, especially you younger cats out there. A lot of fucking, like the older dudes, usually they kind of get how things going because they've done stuff themselves. It's usually like the young kids that are leaving the shitty comments and this and that. Look, paper isn't bad, racks aren't bad. Just because you use substrate doesn't mean it's better than paper, because you can have a fucked up mites, disease, running all through your dirty ass substrate that you barely ever change. You just spot clean. When paper, you clean it twice a week and you're on top of everything. So there's goods and bads to everything. Just because something works for you doesn't mean everybody has to do it, or doesn't mean it makes the snake happier. If it's eating, if it's pooping, if it's healthy, that's what matters, okay? Or maybe it's not just the younger cats. Maybe I just think it's the younger cats because of the way they're commenting. But hey, do what works for you, okay? Not everybody has to have big fancy cages. I actually have some fancy cages down in storage, but I don't need them right now. Rack systems are great. If you haven't tried them, you should try them. Even tubs are great. If you haven't tried them, you should try them. I would use these plastic tubs, something like this, and different sizes, Ziploc ones that lock, all that. I would use those before I use a glass tank. Just because the glass tank looks cool to you, they got reflections, it's harder to keep temperatures. There's all kinds of shit that you could, there's goods and bads to everything. Do what works for you. If you have 1 or 2 or 3 snakes and you want to put them in glass tanks, that's great. When you have upwards of more than that, okay, you can't have 50 million fucking glass tanks everywhere, especially in a garage, especially in your house or your room, or in a gym where you're working out and all this other shit, okay? Let's think smart, let's be positive, and let's encourage each other and not fucking hate on what everyone else is doing, okay? We're all in this together. See you guys on the next one.